Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell, and we've got a great show lined up for you today. Mosh, long time no see, brother.
Yes, it has been, but we're having a great day so far. The Cubbies got to pick it up, but we're coming off a pretty good week. I'm looking forward to seeing some divisional rivalries. I want to talk about tomorrow's games a little bit. We got a lot going on. This is an exciting weekend in baseball.
Buddy, it is, man. You just said you've had a pretty good week. Hoss, let me tell you this. You've saved my ass the last 2 days in a row. Let me show up yesterday how we ended up. 0 for 1 for me. Look at Mosh, though. Dude, Tigers Twins got him. Marlins first five got him. Tough one on the Mets there, but followed right up with the parlay, dude. Great job. And I love the way that you attack these two-leg parlays that are like minus 110. You know what I mean? Because there's something about I know that it's not like it's so nice to see plus 400, but you know what, man? You could stack a lot of tokens hitting a lot of 90-cent grabs. You know what I mean? Like those add up, dude. They absolutely do. So I want to give you some props on that. And shoot, thank you. Because like I said, you saved my ass, bro. So appreciate you there. All right. Now, let's jump into the plays. And I love that you have a good amount. I like where you're at. And Father Will said, good afternoon, crew. School pickup line season back in full swing. I love it, man. Dude, there's I don't have any kids, but maybe it makes it better when they're not your kids and you can hand them over anytime. But all my buddies' kids, my sister, my nephew, dude, kids are awesome, man. They're so much fun. And just seeing them running out of school, jumping in the car, they just throw their backpack. I crack up Randall's kid all the time. I would see him jump off the bus and him and his buddies would just start going playing baseball. And I was like, dude, to be a kid again, it'd be so great. So Whale and all the parents out there, man, hope all the kids have a great school year. And none of them drive you crazy. You know what I mean? You get your sanity too. All right. So yeah, most of what I was talking about, man, Japan, they don't. That's what's awesome about them. All right, let's start with yours. Break them down. What do you got? I like where you're at today.
All right, yeah, I did go over a little bit of this during the morning show, and I apologize about the parlay pieces here. I don't like the run line if you're not getting good plus money if the situation doesn't warrant it. So I'm really trying to be a little bit more careful, losing some of these. And I know some people take the -1 on the run line, and that's fine too. I like that. I just went another way, and it's been working out for me. So, yeah, let's get started. I like the Red Sox here on the run line, plus 122. I think this is just too good of an opportunity to pass up. Sandy Alcantara has just struggled this year. He has given up 11 runs in his last 2 starts. His barrel rate has come down a little bit, but everything is still high. His strikeout rate is too low. This is the second best hitting park against a very hot offense. And on the other side, Lucas Giolito is not someone I would normally jump on, but in the game of great equalizers, the Red Sox bullpen outmatches Miami. I mean, in every category across the board, especially recently while Miami has had their troubles. In the last 2 months, Giolito has only given up more than 1 run to 4 teams. In his last time out against the Padres, against the Phillies, and against the Cubs, he gave up 3 or 4 runs in each of those games. And in the Giants, in June, he gave up 2 earned runs. That's it. That's the entire list. He has kept opponents to 0 or 1 run in 7 performances in that time span. I think the Red Sox get it done today. Even if the Marlins get a few, I think the Red Sox run away with it. I really do. Next up, we got...
So, hang tight. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
You know what? You are crushing. And I just want to give you some nice background music while you do it.
Hell yeah.
Keep going. Let it rip.
All right. Yeah. Now next up, we got the Astros. I like this parlay piece here. I got the Astros on the first 5 money line win only with the Astros money line. And again, this is just the way that I'm doing it. I don't mind if you take the run line here. Astros bullpen is just a little shaky without Hader in the back of there. But again, Orioles are hot, but they're on the road where they're significantly worse. They're ranked 28th on the road. What can you do? I think the Astros are just going to mash Brandon Young. He is 0-6 with a 6.70 ERA. He has only pitched a shutout once in his young 10 starts. Baltimore has its own bullpen problems, so I kind of canceled that out with the Houston's bullpen problems, which has been far superior all season long. It's not even close. And we get to back Framber Valdez at home. I think that's just a slam dunk. So take the Astros however you can. Last but not least, we got my favorite play of the game. We're going right back to the well here. Again, crazy high total here, but take the Diamondbacks on the team total as low as you can to parlay with the money line to juice as palatable as you can. I got this at minus 122 on Caesars. I winced a few times going through both of these guys' metrics. Brandon Pfaadt has not been fantastic, but Tanner Gordon has been worse in every category. So give me the Diamondbacks, who are just absolutely smashing the ball. And yeah, give me your questions. I got a few more picks, a few more leans. It's going to be a good day.
It is, man. Well done. All right, so our man Bruce Green, first he said Brewers, Astros, Red Sox, run line. Perfect. All right. I like it. And
can I comment on that real quick?
Yeah.
I took the Brewers and Red Sox series parlay at plus 144 for 0.75 of a unit. I just took it down because I was getting the nice almost plus 150 juice, but I love that play. I almost played the Astros. Don't link Jason Alexander in tomorrow's matchup. And Sunday's matchup is also not as favorable as it would be to the Astros, but I love all three of those looks for their series line, for their game-to-game lines. Just, they're good looks.
Nice. All right, real quick. Hey, where's our man Justin? I ain't seen him in the chat all week. If we can does anybody know how to get in touch with him? If you can, let me know. Holler at him or give me his contact. Because I've needed to see my dude, man. I ain't seen him all week, man. Need to see him. All right, sorry. Apologies for that.
Got to get him to challenge me again. You got to get back on that horse. Try again.
Man, I love Justin, man. I ain't seen him, man. I'm literally getting depressed over here. I didn't see my boy. All right, so Bruce, my man, said, Stern, do you like no runs first inning in the Phillies game?
Yes, I do. My one major concern here is Mackenzie Gore. He had a great performance last time out against the Giants, very left-handed focused. This is not from my own research. This is stuff from what I've heard from others. But he is struggling against right-handed pitchers this year, right-handed hitters this year. Phillies have a very dangerous right-handed lineup. I would be hesitant. If anything, I would take the Phillies first inning money line. The line's at minus 160, so I laid off personally. But if you guys want to come in on it on a crew play, I would play that with you.
Dude, you know what's fun? Okay, great job. You know what's funny? Side note on this. What you just said when you were like, this is not coming from my research. This is what other people said, right? So it's funny. It made me go back to someone once asked me that was like getting into sports media industry. And they were like, what do you do about like listening to other analysts? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, he goes, I'll just use Colin Cowherd, for example. He goes, say something happens with the Steelers, whatever. They sign Aaron Rodgers. He's like, do you go and listen to other analysts, of like what their kind of take is as you kind of read through it? I was like, no. I was like, I don't. I was like, others do. And he was like, what do you mean? Why don't you? And exactly what you just said, because their takes will get in your head. And one will slip and you don't mean to, but it gets in your head. Like if there's a part that you agree with and then it comes off, it's like, oh, so you're just stealing my stuff. Like it's tough. So it's like, no. I try to keep that out. That had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah. No, I 100% get
when you said that it clicked because it's just,
it happens all the time. It really does.
You're fighting your brain. Like you're fighting your brain. Like it's tough. That's why it's weird. Like there's somebody that I respect. I'll read the headline and I'm like, okay, let me get my stuff out first and then go back. You know what I mean? So and you won't mean it to, and then people call you out.
One of the things that I like doing is getting my picks and analysis in the night before, and I don't have any access to anybody else's analysis or picks or models or anything. It's 100% what's coming from my own data aggregator, right?
You know what that move is? That's the 90s move when like you were taping a game because like you were going to be somewhere, but you were going to get back, at like halftime, something, I don't know. So you're like, no radio. I don't know. Nothing. Because you're not picking it up live. You're starting with the video. My brain's elsewhere today. I just love, dude, you just say these things and they crack me up, man. All right.
But I will, just to go back to piggyback on what you were saying, not all the time when I say that information, it's hard to tell what is coming from someone else or something that I read and agreed with, or what just came from my own research. It's difficult once in a while.
Yeah. I love the way that you said that. That was perfectly done.
I try to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Well, let me say, you're a smart guy. You just picked up in 3 weeks what I didn't pick up in 10 years. So there you go.
That's why you have someone showing you the ropes.
All right. So speaking of showing the ropes. So, okay. Number one. I want to announce that we will have a new friend joining the crew. Buddy of mine, guy named Michael Bolin. All right. Used to work with him at 24/7 Sports. He was the managing editor of All NBA, college basketball as well. Used to call games, Georgetown, Maryland. He's from the DMV area. So Matty boy, anybody that's a DMV, he's all about it, man. Georgetown, Maryland, keep going. And he's great in all sports, man. You guys are going to love this dude. I absolutely love him to death. So working on getting him into the mix. He's a great asset for basketball. Absolute smoke in college basketball and NBA. This dude's all over it, man. You guys are going to love him, and he's cool as hell. So Michael Bullitt, I'll get the info in the Discord. Make sure you give him a follow and all that, and I'll let you know when he's going to jump in. But great dude. I love him to death. Love the dude to death, man. I'm excited. Like, he fits in our crew perfectly. You guys will love him. Now, that's what you'll love. So I split up, Moshe, our pick pages for a reason. Because I want it to be known that what I just did is unbelievably risky. Okay? So I say that going into it. You don't have to follow what I'm doing. But I want to try something tonight to try to rake stacks tomorrow with a big-ass NFL slate. So in this morning, we played the unders in both games. Correct? Correct. All right. Titans game, Titans-Falcons, under 37.5. Chiefs-Seahawks, under 39.5. Now, I thought to myself, off the conversation, Moshe, that we were having, of how do we mix around some of these plays, and how do we capitalize on not only a lot of plays that we could hit all of them, but they also work in conjunction with protecting other plays. You see what I'm saying? So going into this, we have the under in both games. All right. Now, let's begin. Let's start with the Falcons team total over 16.5 and the Chiefs team total over 16.5. And here is why. Quite frankly, if any of these overs are going to hit, you're going to need the underdog to score points too. Now, we could hit both unders in the game and still hit both of these because we're not playing all of them. You see what I'm saying? So that's part one. All right. That kind of protects us on the unders. Now, part two, I thought to myself, okay, what else could be correlated? Well, I think it's going to be pretty vanilla across the board at times, especially in the second half of games. So I thought to myself, how could we also take a shot and make some money? And I think that if it goes vanilla, you've got a chance at rushing touchdowns. I would take my shot at 2+ rushing touchdowns over 2+ passing. It's Kind of like playing unders in a sense of it's the default. You know what I'm saying? To run the football at the 1. Number 2, we don't have to hit all 4 of these to be profitable. Meaning, if you did play all 4 of these, all you have to do is wager the same amount. It could be 1/10 of a unit, quarter of a, whatever, right? But if we hit 2 of them, we're going to be sitting kind of nice. And then mixing those with it, 2+ touchdowns also plays into team total overs or the game under. You see what I'm saying? So what I just laid out from this morning of both unders and then all of this is risky because I'm telling you, I don't know how this is going to play out. This could turn out horrible. I could lose a lot of money. So what I'm saying is approach this how best works for you. But I want to test something tonight.
You know what we need?
Go ahead.
We need a segment for testing new types of bets because I also, just like yesterday, I wanted to bet the no runs in each inning in the Tigers-Twins game, right? And again, it actually would have came out ahead, right? I would have been 3-2. I would have pocketed a small amount of profit. But we need a segment that doesn't necessarily count as these are our big full unit official plays. These are the type of things that we are working out as a crew together to figure out what can we do to make ourselves a better system. Yeah. And I think this is a wonderful idea. And honestly, like, I think I spoke about it a little bit yesterday, and I kind of regret not doing it. We should have taken the under in the total in the game in Arizona, Colorado, and just taken the team totals over. It's very similar to what you're doing on a much smaller scale. I think this is brilliant.
Thank you. And we're going to find out. Now, here's the thing. Play it at approach this how best. This could be different for everybody. Like, understand the risk, but I'm willing to take this because this could go horribly. I don't know how this is going to go, right? But I'm gambling, and if I screw it up tonight, fine. We've got something to learn from for tomorrow, and Sunday, and Monday, and then going into week 3 of the preseason. Like, I want to stay ahead of the books, and I want to see if this could do it. So be careful with these. I'm giving you the risk warning. Like, this is a theory. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting money on a table to either hit nicely or pay to learn a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And adjust the plan. And try again tomorrow. Might work, might not, but this is the ish that I like to do. Like, I want to outthink the books because if this works, they will not. They won't figure it out in time.
I also want to add that I think that even if it fails tonight, I think during the regular season when the books have more stats and the more metrics and the more data and the more that teams are trying their hardest and the more that the metrics and stats really matter more because you never know what you're going to get in a preseason game, the more that this strategy will pay out. Yep. Because the more efficient the lines are, the more you can play with those numbers.
Yeah. And like my mindset is this. I'm willing to pay to learn a lesson one way or the other tonight, and then bust your ass up tomorrow when it counts. Like, even if I have to lose a little bit tonight, fine. I'll pay to get that lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll bust your ass up on it tomorrow. Now, I say that it could go horrible all weekend. I don't know. It's the NFL preseason. Like, let's asterisk that. But I'm willing to try. And who knows? We'll figure out what we learn. You know what I'm saying? We might learn something. We might not learn anything. You know what I mean? But I like, dude. I like going in with strategies. I'm big on it, man. Whale says that's what I've been doing with round robin home run plays. I notice I am just not getting the right guys in the right round robins, but I like this idea a lot. Yep, absolutely. You know what else? You know what gets me out of home run? Like, because you're so right on this, and we've talked about it on here, that it feels like you're always like a day late or a day, early on guys. Well, I'll tell you what, how you get out of it is you make your plays a constant. Like if you play 5 guys, play the same 5 guys. Play Judge, play Schwarber, play Ohtani. Like, you know what I mean? Like play the hits and keep it consistent because it will come back. But you could also, if you keep bouncing around too, you yeah.
That's the same betting strategy for following a capper. It could be me, it could be anyone. But if you're bouncing around trying to get on the wave up and the wave
you get
down,
at everyone's losing streak.
And I've personally done that many times. I'm like, I'm not following that guy anymore. He just lost me $1,000 or whatever it is, And then, you know what? He hits it back. That's the great thing about great cappers. And I'm not putting myself in this category yet.
No, you are great. No, but you're right. Like that and
it's
that
consistency.
Like, yeah, you could find yourself bouncing to all the streaks, all the losing ones. Or you could hit it right. Like, I mean, it's the chance.
You're adding an additional risk that doesn't necessarily need to be there. When you're dealing with laws of averages, which is what I love about baseball, consistency is really the key to making sure that you are not over putting in or under putting in. You're just doing it right consistently every day.
Yep.
Right? Don't change your unit sizes too much. Don't double down when someone loses, which I've also tried to go down that route. Just keep it consistent. And it's also partially why I don't play parlays so much.
He's talking about Trent.
I didn't mean to call anyone out.
Boogie.
I don't know what.
No. That's an inside joke. That was good. Boogie's great. Well, all these round robins are very low money. Maybe top 5 by the odds is what I do for home run round robin. Yep. Absolutely, man. Play the hits. You know what I mean? It'll get you there. Also, dude, let's take a look at home runs. I forgot how much of a banger Jake the Snake Roberts entrance song is. Dude, I randomly heard that on YouTube, right? Like it popped up and I was like, man, I ain't heard this. I clicked on it. I forgot how Jake the Snake was awesome, dude. All right, sorry, I got off track there, but I heard that song and I was like, you hear that? It fits. It's dude. That WWF guy does not get enough credit for how many bangers. He should have Grammys. Who has put out more hits than him? That he's got more than Michael Jackson.
I was going to say ABBA.
That dude's got bangers, man. All right, home runs, man. Sorry, I got off track. Aaron Judge, that segment was brought to you by Ritalin. Aaron Judge, plus 215. Kyle Schwarber, plus 235. Corbett Carroll, 250. Cal Raleigh, 265. Manny Machado, 350. I know that we already did this morning, but, I mean, really, I bring it up to say, have you had any additional dudes, data-wise that you've seen that you like off the board? Anybody, you know what I mean?
Oh, we can definitely go through that. I can list my top 5 or 10 options. There's a lot today.
List 5.
A lot. All right, list 5. Here's the one that I went with the morning show. Ketel Marte is my official pick. I put a quarter unit on him. I got this at plus 270. It's actually moved up to plus 280 now. You can go grab that. I recommend it. He is in Coors. He is hitting phenomenally, and he's facing one of the worst pitching staffs in the entire MLB. And I'm not saying the worst pitching staffs for the whole year. Also that they're also by far the worst pitching staff in the last 2 weeks, the last week, the last month, the last 2 months. They've completely cratered from being the Rockies being their bullpen, their greatest strength, to now being their biggest liability. And there's no sunshine there. Sorry. And you could see it when these good teams come against them. They're just mashing. But anyway, let's move on here. We got Shohei Ohtani. Obviously, I'm kind of worried about this coming off his pitching. switching back and forth. Listen, this guy is a monster, but it made me pause a little bit. Like the juice isn't that great for me to do it. But listen, he has a very good chance at mashing today. Xavier Edwards is another good one here. Oh, sorry,
Great.
he's a hitter prop, not a home run prop. That's my bad. But he is a good look for a hitter prop.
No, he was all over our list this morning. That's why I was saying it. Like his name pops up way more than we give him credit for. Keep going.
Oh yeah, I've started to lay off those hits, runs, RBIs props just because they're haven't been proven profitable yet to me on a consistent basis yet until I refine more and more. But he has been on fire. Geraldo Perdomo is a great look. Blaze Alexander, also a great look in the same game. These are all Diamondback players. They're going to smash. And Ezequiel Tovar is also not a bad look for the other side in that same game. Junior Caminero, great look. We hit him just 2 days ago. Winds 19 miles per hour out at Oracle. Now, it's not the greatest ballpark, but that is some strong wind, boys.
It's massive. Dude, it's massive. Look, Z-Money. Yeah, good point right here, man. Great call. Great call, bro.
Did he hit a homer?
Yeah.
Listen, like the way that he goes in and out of his swings is phenomenal. I'm starting to try to track that between streaky hitters who are in their streak or just consistent hitters who you never know, but they're always good for one. And Stowers looks like he's a streaky hitter. And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
No, dude, no.
Many great hitters are streaky batters. Like there's very rarely do you just have a consistent 300 hitter who's hitting.
You know what we call those guys?
Yeah, MVPs,
Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
no, you're right. Like, dude, I mean that's baseball. Baseball is numbers, geometry, and poetry. It's random, it's weird, and it's beautiful. And a cruel mistress, bro. Boogie said, Cattell might be using the bat too with a picture of him and his mother. Oh man, that's badass, dude.
Does that work because he hates her or loves her?
I would assume love.
I'm not gonna assume loves her. I'm just making a joke.
Oh, I got it. Oh, using the bat to
and one last name on this list that
it took me a second. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
One last name on the list is Dalton Varsho here. Even though it's against DeGrom has not been himself. I also, you know what? Pete Alonso's on this list too. But Dalton Varsho, I don't think DeGrom is where he's been at, and I like the Blue Jays side here. Sorry, we can move on now.
No. I was thinking in my head, like the Blue Jays and the Cubs are killing me. Like they're so good offensively, but like they have just dried up.
Tigers too, same boat. Oh. I mean, Tigers are on a much larger scale though.
Yeah.
Here.
So anyway, sorry. I was just thinking. I was just listening to what you said and just processing. Like I just don't know what to do with Toronto, like with player props with them. I mean, it's just crazy how like it can just go.
Do you know who's
and then it'll come right back like randomly? Yeah. They'll score 13 runs.
Do you know when I think it's coming back? Do you know who's missing in their lineup that makes this whole engine run?
Who?
George Springer.
Good point.
That's the name who's missing, right? I mean, granted, they have Santander, right? They have a few other good pieces that are missing.
No,
too.
you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
But George Springer has been the motor of that offense, and I noticed the second that he's been out,
yep.
He's
the glue. He's the glue guy. Sorry. We need to go through and identify the glue guys and track it and see, because you know what, like you talk about him,
Jose Ramirez,
Ronald Acuna, like, and not every team's gonna have it, but I bet there are more teams than not that you're like, if you take this X factor out of this 9-man rotation lineup, it will screw everyone else up. Like,
well, hypothetically, that's what WAR is supposed to calculate.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, true. That's a good point.
I wonder if those numbers correlate. We should that's a great starting place to just track that. We don't have to come up with anything. Just look up who's the highest WAR on on each team offensively, right? Yeah. And just see what happens when they're out. And I'm willing to bet, like Judge, Ramirez, who else? Springer. Now I'm very curious to see what Springer's WAR is. And if it's adjusted based on the fact that when he's out, they don't win as much.
Yeah. Acuna, keep going.
Acuna is the gosh darn prime example.
I mean, really, it's and we're not even saying these guys are the best in the league. It's just built on that lineup. One reason or the other, they just carry a lot of other people. They make everyone better.
Schwarber.
Yeah. Yep. Because Schwarber carries when Bryce Harper goes through those streaks. Bryce Harper is a very streaky hitter. When he's on, it is lethal. Yeah. But it could go opposite.
And I'm aware that Kyle Schwarber is hitting less than 150 right now in the last week. He's still the glue that holds this team together because you still have to pitch around him.
You gotta make a decision.
Yes,
that,
you do.
You gotta make
someone sweat.
Yep. And there are a lot of ways where it can go bad. Big Tim said, tuning in from the school pickup line 2 blocks down.
Gosh, I'm not looking forward to having to pick up my kids for the first time.
And the sign, stop. If somebody's going over 15. Oh, dude, I love it, man. TJ Schneider, the Toronto GM, is great at finding the right hitter versus pitcher match, been getting his guys in good situations to see does the lefty and running options switch out off the bench. There we go. Springer WAR 3 tied 45th. Nice, dude. Zach, great stat find. We needed. I'm gonna dig into this weekend. I want to. That's another theory. We can mess around with Sean Manaea, over 15.5 outs. There we go.
I like the look. It's a low number. Careful. Mets are very precariously positioned right now, and they might panic early if he shows signs of struggling because they're so down and they feel like they cannot lose anymore. Yeah. Granted, they cannot waste more of their bullpen as much as possible, but
let's break this down. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Let's break this bet down. Over 15.5 outs, so 6 innings. Right? So he's got to go 6 innings. Yeah, what comes to your gut? I want your gut.
My gut is both of these pitchers are going to give up a lot of runs.
So you say no. So you say under.
That was my lean. And again, I think the line is very efficient. I'm not saying it's a bad bet. I think it's a very doable bet, especially because we know Manaea can come out and pitch 6 innings, 2 earned runs, and be okay. I just am worried. This is also coming from someone that I watched this morning. You don't want to catch a hot knife running through butter. I may have brutally massacred that statement up, but you don't want to get in the way of someone in their own bad funk, right? You don't want to stand in front of there and say, now this is the time that they're going to turn it around. Nothing on the Mets side has shown me, and I tried betting on them this past series. It did not work out well for me. Nothing in this Mets team is showing me that they're going to be competent.
No. The reason that I bring it up is that Jared brings up a great, again, this is why I love dropping these in. All right, because now, in my head, I'm thinking of 2 things. What does their bullpen look like? All right, because that's a factor. And number 2, what's a correlation? Strikeouts, right? So I don't know what the strikeout number is, but it's something to where now I might look at playing both. If I like the over outs, right? You could either hedge by, going under strikeout, over strikeout. There's a lot of different ways. So I love Jared bringing this up because the look is good, and Manaea could definitely do this. It's a good bet. And now, my head is just in correlation mode lately, and again, I don't know if I'm on the right path, but I know that we'll find that path.
So here's the stats to support Sean Manaea Sean Manaea going over 6 innings, and it's a good. Honestly, like if you put a gun to my head and asked me to make a pick over and under, I would probably go over. It just makes me nervous because, but he has an xFIP full 0.5 lower than his FIP number, which is great. So which means that he is pitching better than his actual ERA shows, and his core metrics are great. He has a 6% barrel rate, 36% hard hit rate, and a 23% strikeout rate. So it's not bad. My model actually links him in his strikeout numbers. Citi Field's sixth best ballpark for strikeouts. He has a 23.2 strikeout rate in the last month, and Seattle strikes out in the last month 27th most in the league at 25.6%. I wasn't looking at it before, but I kind of like his strikeout numbers now. And even if he struggles and doesn't go full 6 innings, he might still get that number. Can anyone find out what that line is?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good question. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Right. So it's like these correlated plays. Now, again, not always, looking to, hey, how can we place twice as many bets? Like, not that, but I like these little exercises. I like trying little strategies. You know what I mean? Especially for a weekend. It's kind of like going in, running into the bank and going out. Once they figure out what happened, you're gone. So
yeah, I will say my main concern though is that the Mariners offense looks like it's heating up, and if you're looking at their offensive run creation, weighted run creation, which is my preferred method to look at teams, their WRC plus, which is what it's written in short, they've gone from 28th in the league last month, 22nd to 16th in the last week, which shows a very, very stark, clear direction that they're on their way up. 6 plus at minus 105 isn't a bad look. You're looking at one. You're
going 6 and 6. Like you're looking at 6 and 6. Those are your two numbers.
I would go outs over the strikeouts here. I think on this one, on one or the other. I think it's more likely 6 is a lot, but.
See, and this is why I brought it up, because Jared, my boy, he's on it, right? And he's got the look. And that dude, exactly. Bullpen is taxed. They kind of need to go longer if he doesn't get blown up. I'm expecting that's a great ass look. And I bet you're right. Because that's a real thing. That's a very real thing. And do you know what guys like Manaea can do? I.e. being a veteran? They can handle having a couple runs scored on them. They don't freak out. They can calm down. It would actually be okay if Manaea gave up a run or two in the first inning and then found his groove and went. Like you could hit a lot of different bets on him tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or you could lose a lot. Like, I don't know, but like I like this conversation, and I love my dude Jared bringing this up, right? Because this is exactly why.
Yeah, and don't feel bad. Like, I didn't mean to rip into you or whatever, Jared. Like, I love the fact that we're discussing this and talking about it as a crew. That's the point.
Yeah, no, we're all good. Like, that's the good thing too, is that we all know, like, it's all for, trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
like,
and at the end of the day, sorry.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say, again, be careful with these two. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure to if you're trying these, or like mine, for example, as well. I'm just telling you, be careful. Like, you could lose all of them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, no. That guy, Chiefs, Seahawks over 20.5. First half plus 100. I like that a whole lot more than 21.5. You talk about how football games are scored. 1s, 3s, 6s, right? So 20.5. So we need 21. Like, if we needed 21.5, like needing 21, 3 touchdowns. All right. You need the 3 extra points too, right? But you need 21.5. Now you need 4 scores. You need 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Like, you get it under 21. I like that. And especially at plus money, I'm surprised they're doing that. That's another good correlation type look too. because all the points have been in the first half or most of these games. Yeah, I think it's great. Reed, this is an open convo where bells were. Hell yeah, absolutely. Like if I could take that and nail it on the wall, I would. That's exactly it.
Also, sorry, just remember that I lose at least 45% of my bets.
That's actually a flex. Scott said popcorn, shrimp, and fries for lunch, late lunch. Nice. I'm starving. I haven't eaten, man. I'm gonna eat right after we get done here. I'm doing radio 3:30 in Memphis. With my boy Big Brett Norsworthy. Scoresworthy. Check it out. I'll retweet them when they said it. They're great dudes in Memphis, man. Absolutely love them. Mets, Mariners up to 9. Yeah, makes sense.
I definitely lean over in that game. I think both offenses are hitting. Like the Mets, like I'm not willing to trust them, but they are hitting, especially early. Keep that in mind. They are one of the best teams in the first 3 innings in scoring runs.
Yeah. There we go. Matty Boy said made some tuna salad earlier, tuna on toast for lunch and a few night. I love tuna on toast. Bro, I love tuna. Love. I could eat it, dude. I'd smash it. A little mayonnaise to relish. Dude, fire. What do you say?
I ate cooked tuna, like in those little cans in the Army. That was our packaged meals in the field. And I ate
MREs?
That. Just way overfed. And I'll eat it if I'm out and I can't eat anything else, but
yeah,
I'm a little bit over it.
What was your favorite MRE? You got to watch the desserts in some of those, bro. I've had some of them from some of my buddies that were 11B Army.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. None of it was really like I didn't look forward to any of them.
Yeah. No, that's the correct answer, right? Like you basically just eating sawdust.
There were people
who be
absolutely loved it, and you're like, you are not right.
Yeah. Tim said, actually like Subway toasted tuna. Subway has great tuna. I agree. There's a lot of other stuff that I wouldn't touch. Well, not wouldn't touch, but like I just look at them like, I'm not eating that. But bro, Tim, you're right, dude. Their toasted tuna is good. Joe said George Costanza went opposite of tuna. Oh, that's right. If everything you do is wrong, then the opposite has to be correct. Normally, you would sit here afraid to approach a woman. What happens if you just go? And he does. He walks up and he goes, my name's George Costanza. I'm unemployed, 40, live with my parents. Hi, I'm Victoria. Joe, that's a great episode, dude. That's one of the best. But yeah, dude, tuna is fire. I love tuna, man. I can eat tuna fish sandwiches a lot. And Matty Boy, you might have missed it, man. I was telling everybody we got a new dude coming on to the crew, man. Gonna join us. A guy named Michael Bolin. I worked with him for a long time at 24/7 Sports. He was managing editor of the NBA market and coverage there, and came from the DMV, man. He used to cover and call Georgetown games. He's a Maryland dude, like right up your alley, bro. He is DMV to the fullest, man. So can't wait to bring Michael Bolin on. You're gonna absolutely love him, man. He's DMV at heart, dude. You'll love him. And like I said, man, like he's one of my dogs, like from back in the day. Great dude. Just an absolute awesome guy, man. You guys are going to love him. So we're working on when he's going to come up. Oh yeah, dude. This guy can talk Redskins ball. He could go hours. Like he's awesome. You're going to like, he's right up your alley, brother. Right up your alley. You're going to love him, man. There's going to be so much more ACC, going on. Like, dude, he's great. You'll love him, man.
I get a lot more smiling and nodding done.
Well, he's great in every sport. But like he's also he's chill. Like he's one of those dudes that he doesn't have to say a whole lot to get his point over. You know what I mean? Like he's a smart guy, and he thinks differently. like in a great way. He's one of the smartest guys I've ever worked with. And the dude's all gas. Like, he's ready to go. You guys are going to love him. So working on that now. He's been moving and doing a bunch of stuff. So I'll give him some time on that. But yeah, man, pretty soon. I'll let you guys know. He's great, dude. He's awesome. You guys love him to death. Sorry. Mosh, give me a play. Give me something here. What do you got? Give me the grab bag. We need like some kind of like sounder, you know, a buzzer that goes off.
What's that like the thing that they do in Wheel of Fortune where they're like calculating through all the or not maybe it's not Wheel.
You mean roll the Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, that sound like and it will just land on one of my 40 plays.
And that's what we need to create. We need to create. See, I got to get this baseball bat.
You got to do that every. Oh gosh, that's a lot.
Like, you could tell that's a BB core bat, dude. Like, does anybody remember watching college baseball before they had to basically kill the bats? Oh my God, that sound, bing, dude. They used to shoot rockets, man. Oh, dude. Matty boy, appreciate the personalized update. Of course, bro. Oh, man. Of course. TJ said, that was my wife's go-to food in her first pregnancy, sub tuna sandwich. Sometimes you'd have 2 a day. Dude. Loud noises, Austin. Yeah. Like, dude, tuna's great, man.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. I like the Yankees. And I don't really understand why we're getting this price. I got it at minus 130, right? Implied probability of something like 58%. I think it's way higher than this. Have we been watching the same Cardinals club that I just lost 3 straight bets to? Cardinals offense is not there.
No, it's not.
And I don't care that they're at home. The Yankees offense is mashing. You got just having Judge back in the lineup forces pitchers to pitch around him. And Stanton is going yard. Bellinger is going yard. You have so many great options. By the way, Stanton is a great look for a hitter prop or home run prop as well. I think he's one of the highest performing offensive players in the entire league over the last month. Yeah. Maybe 2 weeks. Like, that man is on something. He has I think he has the highest or second highest bat speed in the league. Anyway, I know Luis Gil is coming off injury. He's not been himself, but he did look all right last time out after a little bit of a mix-up. But he's looked all right. Like, I've seen what I've needed to see from him to kind of return to that form that we had last year where he was Rookie of the Year candidate, right?
Yeah.
And Palante, right? That's who's pitching for the other side here. He is not scaring me in any way. He's not a great pitcher. He's a good pitcher. He can get through 5 or 6 innings against an average or below average team. This is not a below average team. This is one of the best offensive units in baseball. I would take this up to minus 140. I would take this on the run line at plus money. The reason why I took the minus 130 is I think last night when I was looking at the line, I think the plus money was only at plus 110. It's not really all that fun to play on the run line for the Yankees teams. But if I had to take something here, Yankees are my play.
I like that Joe said, Yankees, you don't say.
It's hard as a fan.
Like, we're kidding. Like,
yeah. It's just hard as a fan to know when I'm betting on them based on the metrics and stats, when I'm staying away because I'm a fan, if I'm going on them because I'm a fan. I did play 3 other games at half units and then starting to consider bumping them up or bumping the Yankees play down, but I'm keeping the Yankees at a full unit. I like them to win it, and I like them to win big.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll go ahead and tell you this. We will bet on every Titans game and every Tennessee Vols football game this year. So just be prepared. I'm not saying we're going to back them. I'm just saying we're going to bet them. Because, look, here's another secret, too. The books always say, they're the ones that put the information out, don't bet on the team, like your favorite teams. Don't bet with your heart. You notice it's books that say that? Do you know why? Because they know that's the team you know better than them. I don't know anyone who freaks out and just thinks their team's going to win constantly. None of my friends think like that about their teams.
Yankees fans kind of feel like that way with our
the
team.
Yankees also do win a lot. Like, that's not taking a risk. You know what I'm saying? But like, people act like, oh, don't bet the Titans with your heart. Yeah, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not an idiot. Like, so, but you notice it's the books that put that information out there. Running that oppo, dog. Try to put that misinformation out there. I do it all the time. I don't know anybody who has to check. Like now, I mean, yeah, checking your emotion about some stuff for sure. That part is real. But for the most part, most of my friends, and I would imagine yours are too, are actually way more objectively strict on their team than others. I don't know anybody that's like, oh yeah, my team's just going to kick the shit out of it. Like, none of my friends think like that on a game day.
No, you're right. I am very negative on the Yankees. Very. I'm not jumping to back them. I just think it's a really good matchup.
Yeah. Reed said, "Baby, you're not just looking hard enough. I'm trying to read it. Everybody out there thinks their team's gonna win." Now that also, yeah. So Reed, you're absolutely right. But for real though, I will say, like, if you have an objective look at a team that you follow, locally, even if you're a fan of them, right? Don't be afraid to mess around and use that information, because there's a great chance that you know it way better. The Texans way better than some dude, that's from North Las Vegas that just started.
Especially if they're a less well-known team or a less well-known league, or
the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans are a perfect team. I know the books aren't watching a damn game that they play, because why would you, right? But 100%, man. Like, don't be afraid to use that information. Now, again, you do have to know yourself. If you find yourself not being able to be objective, then yeah, that could be poison, right? But
Oh, here's a comment here from Matt Boise. You got basically the last leg of a 387 parlay on the Phillies money line today. Please hedge just your money back. I really have a bad feeling about the Phillies today. And again, I'm not saying they don't hit. I think they hit fine. I'm afraid with Zach Wheeler having such bad historicals against some of these Nationals players. He has a little bit of a flat fastball right now, and it can get hit.
All right. Well, let me say, I wasn't laughing at what you said, because that's great information. Joe said North Las Vegas catches trains. Hey, love the North LV. Like, your information right there was good. It was just hilarious how you just put a pin right in that balloon.
Sorry. I congratulations. I do think that if you're going to go on a 50-50 basis, the Phillies are favored. It's just the pricing of it is not realistic to what I think the odds should be in the game.
Let me say, I appreciate it, because what you actually just proved is you're an honest guy, and I can absolutely respect that and work with that. Yeah, I love it. You please don't ever change that. And you weren't coming at him. Like, I wasn't, like, I was making the joke, you know what I mean? Just because there's no way to not do that. Like, when you're answering honestly, it was just funny, but that's good information.
I'm
Absolutely
not sure if I would have pointed it out if I didn't know that.
Great job on that parlay too.
He was cool. Like, if it's someone that I see in the chat a lot, especially in the detail where we're back and forth and we're all talking, like, they know who I am. I'm not trying to come after anyone. I'm just trying to get good information out. And you're right. It's never going to be not honest. I will always be able to see both sides of things. That's not the same thing as not being honest.
Yep. Got to run, boys. Scott, good to see you, buddy. Have yourself a wonderful Friday, man. Wonderful start to your weekend. Be safe getting home. Jared said, well said, AB. Same reason I bet the Packers a lot. I don't miss a snap. Absolutely. And that, let me say this. When the regular season gets here in both college football and the NFL, you had better believe that if you are a fan of teams when they come up, we need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, break these things down. Throw what you're seeing. Doesn't mean that we have to ride with everything, right? And I say that as you're not going to be judged W's and L's. Like, the information is what we want, right? Like, we want your insight. You know what I mean? We could talk as a crew and figure it out, right? But 100%, like, why would I ever pretend to know more about the Packers than Jared? You know what I mean? Like, I know a little bit, feel good about him. He watches every snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's absolutely incredible value in betting. Incredible value. We bet every Tennessee basketball game last year. You know what I mean? And I'll say this. We bet every time that Kentucky would beat the hell out of Tennessee. And they did. Until the tournament. Then we bet Tennessee because it came down to coaching, just experience, right? Kentucky's just as good, but they had a brand new coach who's going to be great. But Rick Barnes at Tennessee's been doing this for 37 years. It's like Rick Barnes will get through this one. They won't go much further, but he'll get through this one. You know what I mean? And also because Kentucky had beaten Tennessee twice. Trust me, Rick Barnes ain't going to let that happen a third time. What I'm saying is that kind of insight on your teams is the most valuable information in betting, other than knowing ahead of time that somebody's going to throw the game, like in a movie, right? Like, it literally is the most valuable information. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that, and we're definitely going to be all doing it together. All right, we'll jump out of here. Let's go through the picks one more time. What do you got?
2 more leans?
Go quick.
We can go 3. All right, I like the Blue Jays. Take the Blue Jays.
Go 3. Did you just work that?
Slipped it in, maybe. All right, Royals on the run.
Maybe.
Is another good look. I really like the Royals today. They're just in a completely different trajectory. And last but not least, I think I talked about a little bit earlier, Padres money line plus 160. What are we doing? You can hedge on that anytime during the game.
Was that play number 2?
Oh, Blue Jays?
No, I'm gonna say you slipped that 3 in. You're gonna have to go ahead and give me that third play.
Yeah. Blue Jays, Royals, Padres.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's funny. You went right into 3. You know what? Let me say, I respect the aggressiveness. Look, that's how you get shit done. Fact. It is.
If you're hesitating, it's already too late.
That's how you get it done. Nobody's gonna stand there and just give you money. Nobody like.
Do you know what good example of that is? Wayne's World. At the beginning of Wayne's World, where he just tricks everyone into doing what he needs to do. What he needs from them, I should say.
Yeah. A gun rack. I don't own a gun, much less multiple that would require an entire rack.
Sweet. Yeah, it's great. This is a great movie.
A gun rack. Dude, Mike Myers' face. He's had 2 of the funniest faces of all time. That one and Kanye. You remember the flood? Mike Myers standing beside him. Kanye went at George Bush. And then it cut to Chris Tucker. And Chris was like, what? And then it just, Mike Myers' face in that is one of the, that's a trained actor that completely like lost the composure. And I mean, how did you not? That's an all-timer. So yeah, sorry, I got off track. But dude, he's had 2 of the funniest faces. Oh man. God, that was so funny. All right. Give me one more. Kanye got us one more. One more for Kanye.
All right. We already went through. Oh, we did Ketel Marte. We did Padres. I like the Tigers. Give me the Tigers on the money line here. You can get this at minus 125 now, I believe, which I think is incredible value for a team that is facing the Twins in a complete collapse mode. I know Charlie Martin is not the guy that you really want to back, but if he has one blow-up spot, it already happened last time out. I'm hoping that he gets back on track. And on the other side, someone who I really think cannot hold it together, Jose Urena. He is not going to have a good day. This is not like, I know the Tigers aren't really hitting, but they have a great hitting matchup today. A great one. Yeah. Give me the Tigers on the money line at minus 130. Minus 125. Sorry, it changed. Price went down.
Look at you changing lines. Matty Boy said, which is Algonquin for the good land. Alice Cooper was great in that. Milwaukee's the only one to elect 4 communist senator or whatever the heck that it was. Alice Cooper's funny because he plays like that was so good because he played the complete straight man as Alice Cooper. Austin said parlaying all 4.
Oh, real quick. If you're parlaying all 4, look at the juice to see if you're parlaying the money lines together or parlaying the team total over 2.5 or over 3.5 makes sense. Just putting that out there. I tend to link team totals more than money lines when I'm parlaying them together because you can get the right bet and then the bullpen can give it all up in just a heartbeat. And it is brutal. Been there lots of times.
Been there, lost that.
But I'm not saying it's a bad look.
T-shirt.
I think it's a great look. Just saying to take a look at the juice, see what you can compare against, and I'm assuming that it's going to be fairly similar.
I agree. All right, run through your plays real quick. What do you got?
All right, we got the Red Sox on the run line plus 122. Awesome price. I got 2 same game parlays. One with the Astros parlaying the first 5 money line, win only, and the Astros money line together at minus 130. Again, do what you need to do. Play it on the run line. Astros should get a handy win. Diamondbacks is my other same game parlay. I combine their team total over 5.5 with their money line at minus 122. Also, do what you can. Diamondbacks should continue smashing. And if you're looking at tomorrow's slate, Diamondbacks are another good look. Shocker. Red Sox, another good look. Shocker. Some good games.
I don't know if you first off, great job. I don't know if you realize that you just went like 80s. You just went like late 80s New York. Hey, do what you do. Yeah.
Just so you know, my dad's from New York, and when I speak to my kids,
I say that out of respect. I love it. Like
my wife just doesn't know where the accent comes from because it's only what I deal with my kids.
You know what's wild? I've never lived in New York, but I can say this: New York is much cleaner and nicer than it used to be. We're not getting political, not going into all that. But
I mean, at what point are you talking about New York in the 70s?
The 70s
everything,
and the 80s. Like,
everything is cleaner than the 70s.
But with that, this is the point I'm getting at. It's much better than the 70s, right? Like it's a lot cleaner, more corporate of a place, right? But with that though, and again, I say this as having lived there, but New York is such a big and special place that you can even appreciate it if you haven't lived there. That there's something nostalgic about seeing old school New York City. Like you see like 80s clips, like Mets, John Gotti, like whatever.
I'm sorry to ruin this for you. Watching Seinfeld episodes now.
Yeah. And hearing that authentic New York voice, like there's something about it. It's special. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm paying respect that like even as somebody who's never lived there, there's something nostalgic about that. So like Boston, same deal. They're like classic Boston. You know what I mean? Like it's a more corporate place. The Red Sox are, playing songs in the 7th inning. It's not, we haven't won a World Series in 86 years. And I'm thinking about coming over here and kicking your ass. Like that's Boston. That was New York. You know what I mean? And it was just what it was. And dude, if you couldn't cut it there, get the hell out. We don't care. You know what I mean? Like there's something about those. Philly's got that. Vegas has that.
On a little bit of
LA's
a lesser scale, but 100%.
Yeah, like there's just something classic, and Nashville doesn't have that, and it's fine. I say it as paying respect, like it's dope. You know what I mean? So when you just said that, it made me think of it, and yeah, I'll say, hey, watch it, I'm walking in, like, what murder? Like, dude, this is the classic New York. It's great too.
By the way, you want to hear what my most excited piece of the weekend is? What I'm most looking forward to watching in baseball?
What?
Tomorrow's Yankees-Cardinals game with 2 absolute aces who are completely struggling right now. You got Max Fried versus Sonny Gray. What is going to happen?
Yeah, that's a good call because those 2 are 2 dogs. But you're right. You know what's the funniest thing? Do you ever notice the bots all have something in common?
The emojis?
No. More in the URL.
Oh. Why did that take me too long?
You know what? I'm going to leave that bot around. All right. We're going to learn some stuff. Moshe, great job, buddy. Everybody, have a wonderful start to your weekend. This is going to be a good one. Dude, baseball is going to be great tonight. NFL, we're going to test some theories out again, and we're going to come back strong tomorrow. So we'll talk about it. Everybody have a great start to your weekend. Thank you so much for all your support of DTL. I'm telling you from the heart, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. See you guys in the morning. Peace.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!